lady in the trap, yeah, the ladies get in the trap with their fellas and they hold them down, and she one of them, you know what I mean? She one of the girls gonna hold you down. You smell me? You feel that, don't you? Feel that, don't you?
What's up? I'm St. John. We're in London. I'm with Sarah Harrison, and we're in the trap. This is her trap. It's cleaner than I thought.
Well, look, here we have it. In the trap with St. John.
This is the trap?
This is the trap. This is what it is when you meet me, Sarah Harrison.
All right. Sarah's trap is a little bit less aggressive than other traps, but I like it.
I know. My trap's mobile, actually.
Your mobile trap?
It's a yeah.
Oh, that sound like Boost Mobile back in America. We got
we
got a whole cell phone network for trappers.
That's it.
Yeah.
For trappers?
Well, kind of.
Oh, like the burner phone.
They definitely use those for burner phones.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, you've actually got a massive single right now, which you just dropped the video for, featuring your baby Trap.
Today, it came out today.
Yeah.
Ain't that great?
Exactly. It's all in the universe.
It is in London. I'm in London while the video drops around the world.
And what brings you to London this time around? Because I actually came to your first ever show here in London, which was in Camden.
Camden Assembly.
I was there.
Fam, mic cheers.
Oh.
Mic cheers, come on.
I love that.
Mic cheers. That's amazing though.
Yeah, I remember your jacket. You was wearing a lit jacket, but then again, you always dress lit.
Thank you. You're really
right.
kind. Yeah.
So this time around in London, what brings you here?
I just came over. We were in Paris doing Fashion Week, so we were doing. I'm pointing. Paris must be that way. I don't know why I'm pointing in this direction.
You've got an internal compass going on here.
We were doing Milan, so I went to Milan. My first ever Fashion Week there, and my first ever Fashion Week in Paris. And then we came over here because I wanted to finish up some records, and I wanted to meet you.
Oh,
and a couple other people. Yeah.
I saw you actually pictured with my boy Sway Lee.
Yeah.
You guys were in sync.
It's cool.
Did you actually do a runway together then?
Nah, we did it. He did the runway and I was in the show. But it looked like it was my show based on where I was seated. Where I was seated, the cameras, I didn't realize it until like the middle of the show. I was like, whoa, all the cameras are pointing to me. It looks like I'm a part of the show. You know, I was like, all right, cool.
You have to work that.
Let me open up my shirt a little bit more if it looked like I'm here for the show.
Which one was it?
It was Sharaf. Sharaf had a show. It was Casablanca. Yeah,
okay.
So the designer is, his name is Sharaf.
Yeah. And I mean, your fashion statements are always like a part of you and your brand.
Yeah.
How early on were you into fashion?
I've always been into fashion. I just didn't have no money.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, so you got the taste, but you don't got the resource. And I didn't have the time to put it together, so I figured it out as I went along.
But then, so how did you make it work when you didn't have the money?
I mean, I had to get creative. So colors were always a really important part of fashion for me, right? Because it doesn't take money to be colorful or have a voice.
Right.
So I would just make sure the things that I expressed when I wore them, they were like bright and represented what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where would St. John shop back in the day?
Yo, I used to have... Yo, listen, I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you that. Because what really used to happen, right? I would always have somebody who was kind enough to be like, yo, you should have that.
Oh, you had links.
Yeah, I had
we
links.
call them links.
Yeah, links.
In the shop.
I had links.
Oh.
For sure.
That's good.
That's great to have.
Did you pay them? Okay, let's stop.
I mean, listen, I always settled my debts.
Okay,
Put it that
in one way or another.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You know, sometimes she just wanted time.
Oh, okay. But now we can afford the real stuff, real materials, real everything.
Yeah. Now I can get the things that I like.
Yeah, I mean, who's standing out for you at the moment?
Oh, designers wise? I like Casablanca and I like SSS World Corp.
Okay.
So when I went to Fashion Week, I like clothes. I'm not big on fashion in the scene and whatever else is happening. Like, I don't know what people are doing. I don't pay attention to that.
Right.
When I like something, I see it. I try to note it and applaud it. So Casablanca is killing it. SSS World Corp is killing it.
And then, am I right? You've got your own thing as well?
Yeah, it's called Not a Cult.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how can people access?
I got a whole site. It's a whole website.
Okay. Amazing.
You can go to St. John or Not a Cult or ChristianSexClub.com and you can find it.
There we go.
Yeah.
You got to plug that.
In really, really short time, you'll see it in a lot of stores.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing because you are definitely more than just a music artist. And, you know, just by looking at you, you know, you turn heads and you are here to build an empire.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Which is, you know, it's funny that you said you've just been to Fashion Week, which is actually how this whole new venture began with you and Biggs, right? At Fashion Week.
Yeah.
So it's come full circle. Was it actually...
Circle of Success Management.
And
Full
the
circle.
Oh my gosh.
Bam.
I mean...
You just got all the puns today. You lit today.
Maybe I should ghostwrite for you.
Oh, well, you're going too far. Way too far.
Way too far, right?
Yeah.
But for people that don't know, who are just introduced to St. John, by the way, why St. John?
That's my real name.
Saint is the first name.
It's my given name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my first two names are Carlos St. John.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then my last name is my last name.
Did you ever ask your family why you got given those names?
My dad named me Carlos after Carlos Munzon, which is an Argentinian prize fighter. Damn, that sounds way sexier. Niggas got beat up. I mean, that's what he is, a boxer. My dad was a big boxing aficionado, right? So he just liked the sport. So he named me after him. And then my mom, I was raised Catholic. I grew up Catholic. I'm sure she grew up Catholic too. She did. So all my brothers have saint names.
Oh, yeah.
I'm St. John.
John.
Yeah. But not John. No. My name is St. John. So my other brother is St. Anthony, St. Joseph. So it's real. It's really...
The last name?
Middle name.
Oh, middle name. Okay.
Second names.
I actually have family St. John. Their last name is their surname.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not my surname.
It's not. It's actually...
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, you do make a lot of Catholic and Christian references just in your whole branding. But now it seems like it's like a Gothic twist on it, right?
Well, I don't think of it like that.
Okay,
I don't really think of it, right? Because I'm making what I want to see. And you're consuming what you want to see. Right? So if you like what I make and I make what you like, then we just become fast friends. And I don't think about it and you don't think about it as long as it's good.
Right.
Yeah.
But there is a theme to it in some way.
There's a theme because it has my fingerprint.
Right.
Because it's consistent and it comes from things that I've experienced as a child or like now as an adult, the way I see the world. All I'm doing is expressing the things that I see and the things that I believe in. So I don't notice it as Gothic. I'm not thinking of it like that. I'm not even sure what that really means. When I think of Gothic, I think of pentagrams. And if that's how you interpret it, like I can't say you're wrong. But if you ask about my intention, I'm just painting with the colors I want to use.
Yeah. But so to speak, I wouldn't call it a gospel approach.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's super artistic and edgy.
Yeah.
Would you say you practice Catholicism though?
Nah.
Right.
Nah, that'd be a lie.
Okay. When did you stop?
I never started.
Oh, okay.
I never started. So I was born Catholic because my mom was raised Catholic. And then I was Christianity for sure.
Right.
So throughout my childhood, you'll see that. And you hear it in the music because I talk about, I make references to it because it's my real. I can't even shake it. I couldn't even hide it. It's my real name. I grew up going to every possible church.
Yeah.
Methodist, Baptist, Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventist. Because my mom, she practiced metaphysics and she studied metaphysics. So.
Right. Even like the track Roses kind of starts with like a church bell kind of vibe.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Ain't it interesting how that all comes together?
Yeah.
You might think that's all planned and plotted.
It is. Come on.
It's not. No, it's not.
Really?
No. Yeah. It's a rare occasion when I'm scheming or plotting on something in that way because you can't. Not really with art.
Right.
Right?
It's expressed.
It has to be. Because also when it's good, when you see it's good over time, like consistently, how you just plan that? It's good in execution. Anything could be good in planning, but if it's good in execution, maybe the execution is what led the plan. That sounds way too complicated.
But I get you, and then some things, when they're too planned, they come out looking not very authentic, and they won't last either.
So if you're watching a body of work fully, or you're watching a whole movie, and you're like, damn, this is really, really incredible, you got to know that some of that was planned, and a lot of that was just magic that happened when you put people in a room.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You even make references to wanting a Catholic girl.
Yeah.
Why?
Who can move that work, though? It's different.
It's very different.
Yeah. Be specific.
Who would you feel like fits your criteria right now for a woman?
Like a young Halle Berry, like that?
Is that what you want?
I'm
asking you.
Yeah, come on. You don't want to. We all want a young. You don't want a young Halle Berry?
Everyone behind the camera is nodding their head.
Fam, I'll take a not young Halle Berry. What you talking about?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, for people who don't know, you did come up as a songwriter, which you can definitely hear in your music. So you put out Collection 1 in 2018, right? And I feel like you purposefully called it Collection, right? It's not an album, it's not an EP.
It's a collection.
It's a collection, like clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you might be you're coining the term collection now. Everyone's going to start making collections.
Well,
you know how
what I
Drake
make.
did a playlist?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a collection.
Well, let's see.
I think that could be a thing.
Let's see if it becomes a thing. We'll know where it came from.
Yeah. Do you have to submit it in a different way to DSPs and stuff? No. Okay.
Yeah.
So now the follow-up, the sophomore one will be Collection 2.
No, but it's another collection.
Oh, okay.
But because they're collections, they can exist in different seasons. So what I'm releasing now is a summer collection.
Nice. Okay.
And then you'll have collection 2 comes after that. They're full collections, and then they're capsule collections that talk about seasons and have different moods. You might get a winter collection, you might get a summer collection, a spring collection.
Okay.
But full bodies are like the one that covers all the seasons for me. The one that I feel like is a true representation, and when you see all the work in a complete format, is Collection 2, Collection 1. You'll still have an incredible body of work, but it's the way I think of the summer.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. So because you started as a songwriter, I wanted to ask you, did it really give you a deeper insight into the business, like into, the percentage stuff and...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you feel like your partnership now with Biggs, what do you feel like that can grow into in the near future? Not just on a management tip.
I mean, it didn't start as just it just started as like a brotherhood.
Right.
Friends, just relating to one another. My network is quadruple. Whatever quadruple is, my access, my resources, my ability, my hand-to-hand combat skills are just even sharper. Everything is better. Like, right? When you go to war with a partner, everything is better. You can go fight a battle by yourself and be the lone soldier in The Walking Dead, and eventually, no matter how many people you take down, it has to end one day. But when there's 2 of you, and 2 multiplies to 4, which is what happened when me and Biggs got together, it just makes the war that much more fun to go fight.
That's amazing. I always think, because I haven't had brothers or sisters, so I operate on this like one person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, have you had siblings?
The whole I have.
Yeah.
I have lots of siblings.
Okay.
Like I come from a family, there were 10 of us and 2 passed, so I have a lot of brothers and 2 sisters. But I'm used to being by myself. I'm used to being a loner because it's a really like lonely path. I don't say it to sound depressing, but when you want to be great at something, you're going to lose a lot of friends.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of nights you'll be by yourself plotting when most people are sleeping and most people are doing something that's exciting to them.
Yeah.
So you get used to fighting by yourself. I got used to that.
Okay.
I got really accustomed to being Jon Snow.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you're partnered with Biggs, so you feel like you almost complement each other. So something that you might lack, he might have. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe
we're so similar. It's kind of crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's remarkably similar, but our brains almost work in alternate versions. It's really interesting. All right, think of the world as we know it, but there are different time zones. So right now in London, it's what time?
4:20.
4:20. So that makes it what time in LA?
Oh, like 9 a.m., something like that?
Cool.
9:20.
Now think of the way our minds work as time zones. Neither one of them are lies. They're just in different places.
Yeah.
So when you talk to somebody in LA and you be like, yo, what's the weather like?
Yeah.
They're going to tell you it's 85 and 8 a.m. And you talk to somebody in London, they're going to tell you say what the weather's like. They'll tell you it's, 64 and 6 p.m. Both of those things are true. They're just happening simultaneously. And when you put them together, you get a better picture of the world. Amazing. That's what it's like.
Okay. You know what? I actually have trouble, like, understanding time in general.
Really?
I hate the concept of time, which is like, I've never worn a watch because I don't like the idea of something... It's continuously moving, but yet again, it's like, it's almost man-made because, who decided that there's 24 hours? Like, obviously the circle of the sun, etc.,
right.
But everything is like, I don't know. I feel like you might think about that when you're making music. You're just locked in the studio. You're not really bothered about the concept of time. I think the concept of time conditions us really badly. if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't believe in time. I believe in timing.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a difference.
Okay, cool.
Right? Because it's on a perpetual loop. It's going to be tomorrow whether you're here or not.
Yeah.
So I just believe in timing. Time is something. The construct of time is something we decided, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like you said. But timing is not something we decided. Timing is when you feel it happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Timing is when you get that catalyst, that burst, momentum.
Right.
Success, opportunity, all of those. I believe in that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So with the release of Trap featuring Lil Baby right now, obviously that was on, was that on Collection 1?
No,
it wasn't.
That's on the next collection, which is Ghetto Lenny's Love Songs.
Amazing. And I know you said that you've lined up some great songs for that one. You know, we've got some great features on that. You've got a song called, is it McDonald's?
McDonald's Rich.
Is that going to be on that?
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
That was just a throwaway. Okay.
Nothing I do is a throwaway.
But as in like it's going to stay by itself.
Yeah. Some songs are independent, some songs are in groups.
Yeah.
This is an indie.
Okay. I feel like you should get Megan Thee Stallion on that. She'd sound really cool.
Why don't you call her? You got it.
Me call her.
You don't got a number?
I'm sure Biggs' phone book is bigger than mine.
Biggs, you got a number? You want to call Megan?
Phone call away from anybody.
All right, cool. Biggs,
This is what I'm saying.
Text her right now.
Amazing. So you spoke about timing. What do you feel like your timing right now is?
I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm on time. I feel like I've been early, I've been hella late, but I'm on time.
Okay, that's questionable. I'm joking. Did you get it?
I do get
Okay.
it. That just means you were early.
That just means we shouldn't care about time.
Look, for the people who are watching and don't know what we're talking about, listening, don't know what we're talking about, we were late to the meeting. We were late, right? We were late to get here because London got a ton of traffic and we had something else to do, right?
Yeah.
So we're late.
Yeah.
But I'm never late.
I feel you.
No,
You're late on my watch.
It happened, but
not on yours.
It couldn't happen if I wasn't here, right?
Exactly.
So then I'm on time, and you were early.
Wow. Look at that. Divinity in motion. With a bit of mathematics involved. Well, listen, we could keep chatting for hours, I feel like, but I'm really looking forward for the new music.
Yeah. I think you'll like it. You like Collection 1?
I love Collection 1.
Oh, that's great. See?
And what's amazing is that your versatility, you know, you can make any music, which you can tell that you were a songwriter before because you have that ability because you can go from one genre to another and still sound like you.
Right.
That's the beauty of it. Like, I love Selfish.
That's your giant.
Yeah, I love that song. I really do.
What's your favorite lyric in that song?
Oh, come on.
I'm just curious the first thing that comes to mind.
I don't know. I'm not a lyrics person, you see. I'm a musician. I listen to the instruments before the lyrics.
Okay.
Yeah. And just the frequencies. Yeah.
You're the reason why I probably make music the way that I do.
Okay, explain.
Because most people don't listen. They just hear.
True.
Most people do not listen, they just hear. And I never assume that someone's listening. I assume everybody's hearing. And it's all passive and it's all just while you're doing other things. While you washing dishes, while you washing your hair, while you're running errands, while you're on your way somewhere, while you're back from somewhere, while you're going to something, while you're doing something. It's always in progress. Rarely are you in a space where you're just sitting quietly with only the intention and all the time in the world just to listen to music.
I mean, I have to do that. I'm a DJ, so.
I get that. You're a DJ and you still haven't listened to it. You've only heard it.
Yeah,
Think about that. I just asked you to quote a lyric and you said it's like a song you really like. And I'm not putting the pressure on you. Not like that. I'm using it as an example.
Right.
I don't have to be sitting here. It could be somebody else. I imagine that this response would happen frequently because of how people's minds work. We hear things. We intentfully or intentionally listen to things when something stands out to us or somebody points something out to us.
Okay, yeah.
Like
I get
Selfish, you. The song goes, I wish we were both somebody else so we wouldn't be somebody else.
Oh no, I have that. I was gonna quote that and I was gonna tell you to explain that.
See, but you wasn't on time, I was.
But I thought thought it was another song.
Early or late this time again.
I'm on my time today.
All right.
No, I actually did that lyric, and then I think you repeated twice as well, like the whole phrase.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
It was what I felt, for real. I was in a relationship, and I had a friend, and she was in a relationship, and I was her friend.
Okay.
And we could have been together, but we were other people. So the thought was, I wish we were both somebody else so we wouldn't be somebody else's. I remember sending it to her too.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that makes all the sense in the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But
want
in
to
my
lay here by
defense
myself.
about like not listening to lyrics above the songs is because I feel like we all operate on frequencies, and I feel like you're drawn to frequency before you then get your mind working, if that makes sense, and like digest
agree with
lyrics, if that makes sense.
I think most people. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Most of us operate like that. And then there's a pocket of us that don't.
Yeah.
Rap music doesn't come from that.
True.
Think about it. Rap music is lyric first.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it. You hear you get the frequency,
beat.
the energy, the beat, all of that. But when you dial in, you're really listening to what the person's saying.
Yeah.
It's poetry in motion, right? With some melody to
absolutely.
it.
That's what's symbolic of rap above any other
At least
genre.
where it came from.
Yeah.
At least the origins, like, earlier part of it.
Okay.
I come from rap, so whatever rap is, I am. So wherever it's going, or wherever it's going to end up, it'll be a little bit of a distance between where it started and then.
So what's the state of it now, do you think?
I think it's growing.
Okay.
I think it's becoming a teenager.
Right.
Yeah, like a real adolescent.
Okay.
Because you're seeing all the experimentation right now.
Okay. So then what's the adulthood phase, do you think?
I guess whatever I decide it's going to be.
So you're going to define it?
Who else but me?
I agree. I know,
mean,
it has to be.
I'm sitting here talking about it. It got to
Yeah.
be me. I'm not voting nobody else. Right? I want
Yeah.
to be the president. I'm my first vote. I'm voting for me. It's a
love
vote
that.
for St. John. I approve this message. That's
No, I feel you. I like the metaphor you just did there, that it's like now an adolescent. And then, okay, we're going to go full circle now.
all right.
The trap.
Trap.
Who do you think is the king of the trap?
I don't know. No, there's too many people. The king of the trap. That's
Of trap music, not the whole...
nah. I'm not getting into that. You ain't tricking me into that. In London, of all places, you gonna hit me with that? Nah, fam. You got to be slicker.
Oh, come on.
No way.
In London, it's better than being in the US.
No way, bro.
Why?
No, I don't know that. Who's the
This
king?
is
of
not a trap.
This is actually
The question's
a trap.
not a trap.
I don't know who king of trap music is.
Okay.
Who you think the king of trap is? Better for you, actually.
I'm the lady in the trap, so
Wow.
I can have many kings.
Wow. Wow. Let some girl I'm dating tell me that. What?
Oh, let's not get into
Wow.
that.
I can have many kings. You heard her? She said period. I can have many kings, period. Nah, it's fine.
Oh, man. Well, it's been so much fun sitting here chatting to you. Seriously.
Yeah, it's a
Thank you
really
so
good time.
much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's get this new music.
All right, you about to hear it.
Thanks.